everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I wanted to come to you today with a cute get well gift idea. This mini tissue pack holder. It's really cute. It holds these little personalized tissue packs, and I made this one with the Stampin' Up! Love You Lots stamp set, which is a hostess stamp set. You need to place an order of $150 or more, or have a party to be eligible to purchase that. I am going to also be using the oval framelits and the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. And here is the Love You Lots. So I'm going to be using those. I'm going to be using my Early Espresso stamp pad. I'm going to be using my Pink Pirouette, my Crumb Cake. I'm going to be using my Stampin' Right markers. One of them I'm using is Real Red, and the other one is Always Artichoke. And I'm going to be using my blender pen also to show you that. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to move this over here. All right. So we have our paper, and I took some Early Espresso cardstock, and I cut it 4 1/4 by 11. And then we're going to go ahead and score it. Let me get my bone folder. All right. So we're going to go ahead and score it at 4 3/8. We're going to score it at 6 7/8. We're going to score it at 7 7/8. And we are going to score it at 10 3/8. Okay, and that's going to be the base of our tissue holder. So now, yes, I put the oval in first. You would wait until you have it scored, lay your oval die cut on top, and then go ahead, find your center, and then go ahead and run that through your Big Shot and cut out your oval. Okay. We are going to use some pattern paper, and I'm using some pattern paper from my Designer Series paper pack. You're going to cut 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 4, 1 piece that is 2 1/4 by 4, and you're going to use the exact same oval die to go ahead and cut out the oval hole there, because it's going to fit right over top of your tissue holder. And you're going to cut 1 piece that is 3/4 by 4. So we have all that, and let's go ahead and put that together, and then we'll do some stamping. So I'm going to get out my adhesive, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay all my pieces on before I fold. We are not going to put a piece of pattern here, because that's going to end up being our bottom. But we are going to put pattern on both sides of this piece. So let's go ahead and lay those on there. Okay, let's go ahead and add some adhesive. And add that piece. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fold it on our score lines. And we're going to do this last one. We're going to give this end one a really tight crease. Really tight, because that's where we're going to attach it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lay my tissue pack in there for size. Real simple. You're going to come around and attach it just like so. Okay, that's about right. Oops. I didn't have it pushed down. There we go. There. See how easy that is? And that's for the base. Okay. So for our embellishment, the cute little hedgehogs with the get well wishes, we're going to go ahead and stamp and then color that with our blender pen. So for this, I'm going to use my Early Espresso ink. Go ahead, ink it up. Just tap it. Our ink pads are really nice. They're nice and foam and nice and juicy. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my image on there. Perfect. And then I'm also going to go ahead and get my Get Well Wishes phrase and put it on there. And the nice thing is you can go ahead and use your scraps. You can tell I had made some cupcake cards earlier. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it through the Big Shot with my oval framelits. And when I am done, it'll come out looking like this. I also use the scallop oval framelit to make a frame for that because it's going to go on just like that. All right, so I wanted to show you more of the coloring with the blender pen today. So I'm going to take my blender pen. Now the good thing about our inks is we have our inks in our ink pad, and if you squish it and then open it up, you get some on the lid. And that's what we're going to draw from when we go ahead and color with our blender pen. All right, so our blender pen is really nice. It's got two ends. And as long as you go ahead and run your color nice and clear when you're finished with it on a scrap piece of paper, you can go ahead and use many colors with the same pen. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my pen in my stamp pad. And because I'm doing the fur, and I want the fur to have texture, I'm not coloring it in solidly. I am just going back and forth into my ink, and I want all the different colors in the hedgehog, all the different shades of the crumb cake, which is what I'm using for this. In my little hedgehog. I'll put a little more here. All right, that's one. I'm going to turn it over, and let me do the other one. And you can make it as light or dark as you want by going back in and getting more color, or running it out and using less. So I'm really having fun with these blender pens. Okay, so I've got my little hedgehogs done. And like I said, you can go back in and add a little more color if you want. If you see some areas when it's drying may need more. I like the marbled look because of the texture. So I'm going to close this guy up. And I'm going to open Pink Pirouette. And I chose Pink Pirouette because I thought that was a really good cheek color, and that's all I'm going to do with it, is just do their cute little cheeks. Give them cute little red cheeks. Pink. And a little pink. Excellent. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be doing with the blender pen. And then with the markers, because I used the Real Red Designer Series paper as the background, I'm going to use Real Red in the flower. And since it's fall, I'm just going to use a little Always Artichoke on the leaf. And that is it. So I'm going to go ahead, and it dries really quick. Using our markers, I know all the colors match, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. All right, I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, I have what's left of these dimensionals, and I use every bit of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, because I'm going to put this piece on. I don't throw any of it away. And I'm going to put this piece on. And I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, I think. Actually, I'm going to do two ends. So I'm going to get this piece and this piece. There we go. And that should be good. I don't waste any of those dimensionals. The whole thing, that's what's great about them. The whole thing can be used. Go ahead and get this top taken off. Awesome. All right. Go ahead and put that right in here. And there you go. There is your mini tissue holder. Get well gift to give to a friend. Real quick, you saw how easy it was to go ahead and make it. So real quick to mass produce if you want to make more than one. And I'm glad I could share it with you today. So again, I'm Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and have a great day.